What's up, gang? What's up? What's up? This is going to be week 30 portfolio review. So we're almost halfway through the year as far as me showing my account. So we've had some ups and downs, and right now we're in the down part. All right. So in this portfolio review, we're going to review our financial quote. We're going to review our Robinhood portfolio. We're going to hit our Excel spreadsheet, and we have a big reveal, something I haven't showed you all in totality, and I will reveal it today. Uh, I will say later on in the video what it is, and then I will actually show you what it is. Our crypto.com website, dividend tracker website, and then we'll hit our snowballanalysis.com website, and then we will conclude with our Q&A from you guys. All right, so let's get to it. Our financial quote is coming from John Rockefeller. He said, "The way to make money is to buy when blood is running in the streets." The way to make money is when blood is running in the streets. Now, I've heard some YouTubers say when there's blood in the streets, how do they say it? I forgot. Something about when there's blood in the streets, it's time to buy or something like that. All right, but anyway, John Rockefeller, I didn't know he was the one who made this quote. Uh, oh, Chris Sane, I think he says when there's blood in the street, it's time to eat, or somebody like that. I think it's Chris Sane that says it. When there's blood in the street, it's time to eat. All right, so I guess he got this from here. The way to make money is to buy when there's blood running in the streets. All right. All right. Wow. Look at this. Is this blood? Is this blood in the streets here? This is crazy. It says margin deficit. Mm, Let's see what we got here. All right. It says margin call. You receive margin call, take action immediately to avoid further restriction. This was at the close of market on Friday. It says you have an additional account deficit. You have an individual account deficit of 1189.33. You can't open a new position until this deficit is resolved. To resolve your individual account deficit, you can deposit funds or close positions. Any pending deposits that aren't instantly available will be reflected in your deficit amount once they're completed. Okay. All right. All right. So that's where we stand in the closing market. As you all know, I did add to my position. I got 6,072 shares of Misty. I had 5,300. I think when we had a couple of days of recovery, I had some buying power, and I bought some Coney when it was at 886. I was wanting to get it around 850 something. So I guess if I had actually waited a week or so, I would have gotten it. But I might have not had the buying power. So what I did is I did lower my average cost. So let's review this account. All right. So right now we had $35,250. Live, we're up $118.75. For the day, we're up $110. For the week, we're down $7,717. For the month, we're down $10,594. For the 3 month, we're down $20,129. Year to date, we are down, yes, year to date, we're down $22,190. For the year from January the 1st, we're just down $274 from January 1st to now. And all time, we're down $6,836. All right. So let's get to it. Oh, so we're going to, in this video, we're not going to go over every position. We're going to go over our two major position, which is going to be Coney Misty. And then we're going to hit the ones that we got paid dividend this past week in Group B. Now, we got Group C that's coming up. Here, let's see here. We got Group C that's coming up. Oh, do right. All right. So we got Group C. Let's see, which will be this right here. Yes. So Group weekly pairs plus Group C ETF. Um, they announced it April the 2nd, which will be Wednesday, and payout will be April the 4th. And this is going to be Group C, which is going to be Coney, which is my biggest position, Fiat, Microsoft, AMD. Oh, I forgot about AMD. I do have some of that. Netflix, um, ABNY, PP, and Kavana. Kavana. All right. All right. So Coney closed at 775 on Friday. You can see we have a market value of $47,058. We're down $32,272 for a negative 40%. Excuse me. That is the most I've been down in Coney, period. And I am thinking with the tariffs announcement on April the 2nd, if the market hasn't already factored this in, and then the distribution announced on that same day, and then the amount is going to be taken out of the price on Thursday, we could see Coney get below $7, possibly hit. In worst scenario, it could get as low as $6. Ugh, mm, I don't want to see it go that bad. All right. Oh, so I got 6,072 shares. Average cost is 1306. This is down from my average cost of 13. I believe it was at 1378, I believe. And so we got it down. So my thinking is by lowering the average cost, right? So let's see here. How do we figure this out? All right, so I think it was 13.79, I think, or 78. Let's go 78, I think it was. And now we're looking at 13.06. So that's a drop per share of 72 cents. All right. So what was I thinking? All right. So by me lowering my average cost, right? Let's see here. By me lowering my average cost per share and increasing my so if we go, I think 72 cent time. So my thinking is I've lowered, what was I thinking? Oh, so when the price dropped, as we see here, to this amount, um, and where it was, I believe it was at 8 something, that we ain't shaved off, but this 4,003, let's put it this way, I would be down, I don't know, this is just a theory, I think I would be down more at this low price had I not lowered the average cost. But then again, I have more shares, so it may just equal out. That's just a theory. I ain't even went in depth to figure out if there's any truth to it. But let's get moving. All right, Misty. Um, closed at 2059. We have a market value of $20,590. We're down $5,131. Average cost of 25.72. 1,000 shares. I would love to average that down, but we don't have any buying power. As you can see, we're negative. We don't have any buying power. All right, Ulti. We got paid and dividend Ultis this week because it's a weekly ETF, but something is strange with my Robinhood account. All right, check this out. So 606, we got 2424 as our market value. We're down over $1,200. Average price is 912, 400 shares. All right, check this out. It says pending 400 shares pending for April the 28th. That's like 4 weeks away, almost 5 weeks away, really, when you look at where we are. And so I don't know if Robinhood's got confused or they've gone. See, it's still showing weekly. So I think Robinhood's got confused with that. So I haven't gotten this amount. It's still pending. And I don't have reinvest on. So a little hiccup with Robinhood there. All right, so YBTC 4150. Market value is over $2,100. We're down almost $250. Average cost is 46.36, 51 shares. Now this position here, if the market doesn't go in the positive direction Monday, so I can get out of my margin call, I may end up having to sell some of this right here to cover that margin. Um, yeah, this is the only way I see it. So I don't really need the market Coney to go down any further because I may have to sell some of this to get out of that margin call. All right, the next one, or did I say what the weekly? All right, so we got right here, it's saying pending because this one is reinvested. So 1684 is what we got in dividend. All right, YieldMax, the other weekly ETF. Um, you see here it closed at 1320. Well, it's over after midnight, so these prices are probably fluctuating. My bad, people. All right, 660 is the current market value. We're down just almost $120 for 50 shares. All right, dividend. We got paid $6.58 for 50 shares. XPay. We didn't get paid this week in XPay. I don't think we did we? Nope. So let's take it out. All right. All right. So I mentioned something about, I don't know if I said it was AMC or, but I told you all I had a position that I wanted to share with you all. Some of you all know about my antics with AMC. I did. I bought I had 1,000 shares. I ended up having to sell it off. Took about a $4,000 or $5,000 loss when I last got margin call because this is at 100% required maintenance. So that ate me up. All right. But this is something I haven't shared with you all. I don't believe, not since I started. I did reveal that I did have shares of AMC in other accounts, in another account. But I was only really, I think, showing you this AMC position here. All right. So now, brace yourselves. I know, don't. Well, say what y'all want to say. I ain't gonna tell you to hold back. Say what you want to say. But here we go. Here's my total position in AMC. It is my biggest position, period, other than crypto. One crypto position I have. But this is my biggest position. This is the most I have in any position, period. Let me share this with you all. And I say this because should AMC move up or squeeze, have a short squeeze, I want you all to know where the money's coming from. Because I made a deposit into my Robinhood account, and I want you all to know where this money's coming from. I'm literally broke. My bank account's broke. Uh, so I've pretty much have exhausted all my financial resources. So, but this contribute to a lot of it. All right, here we go. This is my AMC position. This is AMC. I can't move it up, but anyway, this is AMC. I can't shrink it or anything, can I? I might be able to. All right. Anyway, all right. So AMC closed at 287. As you can see here, I have 10,128 shares of AMC for an average cost of $9.82. I am down $70,309.82 for a negative 70.1%. Current market value is $29,171.52. Oh, there it is. How do you feel about AMC? As you can see, a lot of people are saying they're bullish on AMC. 69% people saying they're bullish. 11% are neutral, and 20% are bearish. All right. So should this happen to run up and do a short squeeze, right? Um, this is where that money will be coming from. All right. So just hypothetically, let's get out of here. And you can see how many shares I got, right? So 10,129 shares. Hypothetically, let's say that AMC short squeezes and goes to $100. That's $1,000,000 for me. If it goes, just half of that, 50, we know that's going to be at least a half a million, right? So, boom, that's where we are on that. Done with that. I just wanted to share and reveal that to you all. Should something happens and all of a sudden this money comes in and you're like, where did he get this money? He said he was broke. Yes, I am. All right, spreadsheet. Moving right along. Spent too much time on that. Spent too much time on that. All right. All right, so you can see here for the month of March, well, for the 3 months, February, January, March, but for March, my active income is concluded with 3837.87 for the month of March. My active income, um, which is less than the previous 2 months, is at 5416.76. This is where it was last week at 5353.90, and with the OT, YieldMax, and YBTC, it brought it up to this amount right here. So my total active income is just a little bit over $13,000 for the year. I've paid $1,300 in tithes. Well, I got one more check to pay from this last paycheck here, so I ain't paid all that. So I got $190 something or something that I owe. All right, because I wasn't. Anyway. All right. So my passive income is almost at $20,000 for the the 3 months combined, $19,717. My total combined is $32,814. My active average income is just over 4,300, and my passive income average for the 3 months is just over 6,500 for the past 3 months. These are all the bills I owe: debts, loan, HELOC, you name it. Here's the interest, and here's the interest rate. Here's the interest, and you can see the total for 3 months: $7,600. Oh, it's getting crazy out here. I got to get this margin paid so I can get this paid. All right, so that divided by 3. Now we're averaging 2,500 where it was 21. Mm, mm, mm. All right, you can see my Robinhood Gold for the past 3 months, $15. Total interest borrowed on my Robinhood margin account for the 3 months is $675.25. That's an average. I don't think I've put that calculation in there. So this 25 right there is incorrect. So let's do this right here. No, I hadn't changed anything. So that should be right. Yeah. Divided by 3. Yeah. So I didn't change nothing. That's still right. All right. So this was at what, 42 when we last week, I believe, when we checked. But then I bought that 772 shares of Coney, and that bumped it up to 49,000. And then with the dividends I got paid this week, brought it back just a little bit. We still ain't got the 39.44 added to this because Robinhood hasn't paid me that. My 401k loan has dropped. You can say this probably should be up here, but I put it down here. All right, so it's dropped a little bit. So my total debt right now is $257,180.53. You can see we've increased almost 7,000 for this month when we should have been a lot less than that. Should have been in the 240 range, but I spent that money. We're about to see if I'm about to get bit for it. I haven't, for the month of March, I haven't made any additional deposits, and we haven't made any additional withdrawals from the month of March. All right. Next, We got the spreadsheet done. I gave the reveal. All right, next we got our crypto.com website. Let's see here. All right, I'm just gonna announce this real quick. This is YieldMax by Bad Financial Decision. Check this out. It's YieldMax.com, and you can read here and give you estimates of what you would get based on the last dividend payout and the last price of the stock. All right, just want to give her a shout out. All right, so crypto. Refresh. All right, we can see Bitcoin has come down to 82. Look like it's making a little movement up. Ethereum is 1800. Go to my actual website here. All right, so we can see my total balance is over 38,000. This was down to 29 or 32,000. We had a right at a 10,000 in bump, and that's because I believe President Trump's media company did a partnership with Crypto.com, and because of that, Kronos went from, I believe it was down to maybe 6 or 7 cents a week ago, and then because of that, it got a bump up to about 11 cents, and so that increased that value. Crypto wallet, I got 12,000. I've been allocating some of this, getting it staked. You can see here, there's my Shiba Inu. Tell you how many shares I got. That's the balance in there. PayPay. How many shares I got. Value. Bitcoin. I don't even have a big 0.01 of a Bitcoin just yet. But anyway, we got some of this stake too, so it could be a little bit more. It should be closer to 0.01. All right, Ethereum. See how much I got. Crow with knife. Neuron. Polygon ecosystem, and looping. So that's where we stand with our crypto. All right, let's go to a Divi tracker. All right. So our Divi tracker, saying the annual dividend income has now been reduced to 70K. Saying my average monthly will be about 5,800. He says I got 12 in holding. Saying I have 130,000 invested. This is the margin here. All right. So let's see that. That's saying right here. That's saying 70K, 84.77. So if we add this plus this negative amount here, let's see if we get that 130. 4898.94. It says 119. So I guess you take this value. Yeah, because we're down. Let me see here. 7184.7 something, right? Plus 47,843. Well, then you say plus 48. Okay. Anyway. All right, moving right along. All right. You can see here, 12-month, it's showing the 6,300 I'm averaging, showing what I've gotten paid so far in March for each ETF that I own. All right. Cost basis. All right, showing all my positions here. All right, showing Coney here, 672, 13 average price. Cost basis saying 82,000. Current price 773, market value. All right, showing we're down 35,000, which is, let's see, so what Robinhood was showing 32. So its calculation is a little bit different. All right. All right, so Robinhood brokerage is saying 106,000, average monthly 66. Showing what we got for December. which was around almost 13,000 in December, and then we started to fall off come January. So this supposed to had an estimate around 22, but now it's not. Snowball analysis. 35,000 is showing 115 invested versus dividend tracker was showing, I believe it was what, 130. Yep. All right. Let's see here. It generally shows you right here. So it's saying you take the, I'm down 83, add the 46K, and that will give me a capital gain of a negative 42,000. I think snowball analysis is a lot more accurate. All right, so here's my losers for last week or last Friday. No gainers, nothing. All right, here showing what I've gotten so far for the month of March, 54.26. Let's see what that spreadsheet is saying. 54.16, pretty close. Let me get back here. All right, so April is predicting we'll get 5,800, almost 5,900. I'm hoping April will be a lot better, but Coney getting ready to start out this coming week, it may not. All right, so our goal has gotten pushed back to 4 years since our dividend payout have decreased. It was projecting 2018 that I will reach an annual amount of 1 million, but that has changed. All right, so here we are. Now it's saying the cost basis versus what dividend tracker was saying was 82. Snowball analysis saying it's 79, and I agree with that amount because when you say what was it, 1306, my average cost, right, times 6,072. Yep. So they're more accurate than snowball analysis. I mean, than Divi tracker. Snowball analysis is a lot more accurate. All right. So total dividends for Coney so far since August or September, somewhere around there, is $26,857.37. Will get paid this week in Coney, so that will increase that dividend amount. If we saying, okay, hypothetical, I'm saying maybe 50 cent, right? 6,000. So we're saying maybe $3,000 in Coney. So that would put me at 26,857. It would put me right at 1,000. I mean, right at 30,000 almost. If Coney pays out at least 50 cent. If it pays out more than that, then we definitely know we'll be over 30,000. All right. Down 32,000. Total profit right here. We're not breaking even. We're under. So that's where we are. We're down 32,000 plus the 26,000 we got in dividends puts us at a negative 5,500. We're doing real good in Misty. Misty, we have 13,666 total in dividends and realized profit of 2,300 with a negative count of 5,200 puts us at almost $11,000 right there. All right. So let's go on to the total. All right, so total for the year, we received 45,880 dividends in the past 6 months. So let's just do this. So it's been 6 months. We're getting some bad weather. Let's see here. All right, 45,880 divided by 6. So 7,600. So what I'm saying, we're averaging. All right. All right. So let's move right along. All right, so 2023, this is my account saying I deposit 3,600, withdrew 25. 2024, saying I deposit 30,000, withdrew 64. That is because, yes, because I did deposit 26. I had 5 already in there, I believe, or something of the sort. And this year, so far, $13,982, and that was a transfer from Charles Schwab of about 12,000 and some change, and we've only withdrawn 27 over 2,700 so far. All right, Q&A right quick. All right, Alan said thank you, man, because this is a video showing the distribution amounts last week. Said happy to help. Brent says thanks for the update. YieldMax paying the bills. You bet. Love your life. He said on API, AIPI isn't a monthly pair. Oh, that was a question. Isn't a monthly pair? And I think I had it listed wrong, so he brought that to my attention. It pays this amount. If it was moved to weekly, then it would be this amount. And I said it only pays monthly. My bad. I did make the adjustments on the PowerPoint when rushing that morning. Ganktown says a current price of the ETF under the name would be fire for people thinking about getting in on the distribution. And I thought about it, and I think I came to a conclusion Sunday or today that I will do that. I think I would do something like this. I think I will do a snippet of this. I will show when the price was, and I may try and put in 3 of these to show the last 3 payouts of the dividend. We'll see. We'll try. It's gonna be a lot more work, but we'll try it. And I told him, yeah, I've been wondering about that and wasn't sure what would be the appropriate price, the last dividend price or yesterday's closing price. It will be a lot more work, so I've been hesitant to go with it. But I think I may try and give it a try this week and see if I can do that. All right, next. All right, Peaceful 408 says, I just loaded up more on OT. So many people complain about the fund, but it all depends on when you invested into it, like with any investment. If you got into Ulti before they made the changes to the prospects, then you probably hate it. But the people that got in after they made the changes to this are doing very well. Ulti, doing very well. Ulti, it's the best bang for your buck. It pays a high dividend. It pays weekly. It's cheap for what high dividend it pays out. I said, you're talking facts. It matters so much when a person gets in. And yes, it does. If you bought around that $20 or $16, yeah, you're definitely not feeling too happy right now. All right. Alan says, what are your thoughts on Babo? Seems to be a pretty high yield. I let him know that I haven't really been following it. Uh, yeah, I said I haven't been following it. I do see that when the price has been above $20, they seem to pay a nice dividend. The underlying stock, I also haven't followed. I think 119% yield to do with the month of January, only paid 47 versus February 192, causing the yield to increase in percentage. But yeah, Palantir is doing good too. Uh, Mike West says impressive. I said thank you, sir. Stay tuned. 2345 says I like a mix of investments, and we're going to have some chat. He said great video. Oh, he said yeah, great video. Just bought Misty. Hope it does well. I've already have Coney and Nvidia, so you can see our conversation here. I'm trying to hear it because the lights power could go off in a moment here. It's raining. Was on a tornado warning. All right. All right. Let's see here. Let's go here. Oh, we just did that. Great. All right. All right. Let's go to shorts. Ooh, 19. Oh, yeah. We was having a conversation out here. APC said it may recover a little bit, and he's talking about the market and what I did in this chart. But Wednesday may get ugly because of the tariffs. I said Wednesday and Thursday will get ugly with Coney. Thursday is when the ETF price drops the distribution amount, and hopefully I can hold on till the close of market Friday. This individual said, "You think this will be badly affected on Coney's dividend this next week?" I personally think Coney dividend will be low for sure, no less than 50 cents. I hope it was 59. All right. So these are the conversation. You can pause the video and read it. I'm gonna sort of just skim through because it's the weather is getting pretty bad, and I probably want to hear him get off here. All right, invest with me says I'm down almost 6K. I asked him which ones. Is it Ulti and Nvidia? And I gave some more comments. All right. All right, this is 4 days ago. He said he's got 6K in Coney. Can't wait to get to my level, he was saying. I said I did it using margin. All right. Strong, strong, strong. He said, what do you think? What do you do for a living? Says Gary. I said, now that's an interesting question. Why are you asking? Yes. All right. Yeah, I think that's it. Let's go to the post. Got 3 here. I was talking about Palantir because I posted those. Yeah, Palantir was killing it. $5 and some change. All right. This is when I posted my payout. He said, how do you feel about Ulti? Most people curse it, but clearly you are a fan. I do. I like it simply because it's weekly. I was about to sell out of my position, to be honest, but I decided to stay since it's weekly and give it, and just decided to stay with it and gonna see how it works out. He said, I like Coney. Classic. Said I like Coney. I said I do like Coney, but I'm down 27K. As you can see now, I'm down 32K. Andrew said I just started buying YieldMax. I really am excited. I'm really excited to see what the end of the year looks like. Well, I hope things turn around for all of us. But I also told him to check out Round Hill and Curve ETFs, which seem to hold value. Oh, this is old stuff. Guys, it's coming down. All right. So I'm gonna get out of here. Get somewhere safe. All right, y'all have a great one. I'm out.